And we're live! What's that on the screen? It was flickering. There it is. And we're live on the twitch.tv/Xisuma playing the Sky Bees, doing the modded Minecraft. It's not regular Minecraft, it's modded, my friends. Apparently I've got loads of iron in my inventory. Iron honeycomb, that is. Thank you for the bananas in chat, means that we're live. Tuesday evening over here. Not our usual streaming time, of course. And we're just eating and healing up. So this thing is doing its business and creating the Centrifuge casing. And so when this is done, it's at 10%, it'll get another one from the dropper and all will be good in the world. Yeah, we need to heal up. So we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. I need to get my head back in the modded game. Up here in the apiary, we were breeding bees, which I believe I've paused for now. Lots of new materials we could get from over here. Yeah, I think maybe I decided we were doing one more. I should have taken those out. And yeah, there's actually space for more, isn't there? So we've still got one iron bee working away. And I think, yeah, it's going to have a bit of a problem. Oh no, I did leave it unlocked. Okay, no, it's good. It's good. Whoa, almost walked off the edge. Yeah, we're all good. So what we're in desperate need of today, but no longer apparently, well that makes sense because it's had plenty of time. We need to get all of these things converted. We did have a big stockpile. What I'm talking about is what's in here. We need to get all of that converted, and we need to do it by building a new centrifuge that's probably going to use a dimensional chest at some point. And we're going to build it, I think, maybe on this floor or on a different floor. I'm not really sure. Based on how many bees there are in the game, I think we're going to need to expand this so that there's at least 5 of these on either side, is what I reckon. So the platform needs to get bigger. We also might be exchanging this for some different materials. I was kind of picturing it being at the end of a platform, but maybe we put it in another room altogether. What do you think, peeps? We could put it in some place that isn't even connected, how we've normally done it, because we've got the travel anchors now. What do you think, peeps? What do you think? I'm looking at chat. Everyone's just saying hello. Anyway, we've got to wait for that stuff to come in. We were juggling so many things last time that now I'm wondering, oh yeah, what else was I working on, you know? I recommend you run your honeycombs into a compacting drawers because the centrifuge you're making is much more efficient if you feed it honeycomb blocks. Winnie, thanks for the tip. That actually crossed my mind and then I completely forgot about it in a previous stream. So that is definitely something we should get on top of. We can put the droppers back. I think, oh, we never actually finished up the lighting in there. So as we get started here, by the way, I got a hot cup of tea. It's late in the day. It's a decaf for me. We need to just finish up the lighting situation in here, which shouldn't take us long. I think we just threw these down quickly. And have I got F7 enabled currently? I think the answer is no. There you go. So yeah, looking all good, just this central area. I think what we'll do, I think we're going to have some like low hangers above these corners. So if I get myself right here, that's 5, that's 1 too many. Although it being even lower than these other ones. I think that'll work, we'll do that, we'll do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back over here. So we're going to have some chats today about things. I want to talk about a movie that I watched. And I want to talk about football. Oh, everyone's favourite topic. Oh, we love that football. That's what we tune in for. 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone in chat is pleased about the football talk. I mean, if you follow sports, like there's big stuff happening in sports. I think it would be nice for people to be able to relate it to the people who are not interested in sports. And I think there is a way to relate it. Because the thing that is angering people is, I think, a bigger issue than just sports alone. Anyway, we now have an excessive amount of lanterns in here. And it's not the best looking thing, right? But it's our looking thing. We made this. We made it. Oh, look, one of them's off. How did that happen? Did I place 5 and then change it? I can't remember. Also, is my sound turned off? Or is it just... We're just not near the bees. I'm used to hearing bees buzzing, you know? Right, this thing isn't running at full capacity, but right now I think we'll just let it do its thing. American football or soccer, says Nab Bibi. Oh, you're going to anger people with that remark. What do we call it? Egg-shaped handball, or the game where you kick the ball with your foot? Which one? I don't know. Lion Pride says, soccer isn't real, American football is the only true sport. So yeah, I'm totally not into that kind of attitude about anything, even about the stuff I like. Like, diversity is a great thing, to have lots of different things out there to enjoy, and why am I doing that? I can just go in here. And you know, each sport has something different about it. I like American football, I also like English football. A sport that I don't like, I don't really get a kick out of watching baseball. But you know, nothing against baseball, right? European football, says Benji. Let's call it rest of the world football, because like, it's the biggest sport on the planet in terms of viewership. And it's like massive in Europe, it's massive in South America. I didn't realise there were red spots in here. That's kind of really bad. So this room deserves some touching up later on as well. As an American, call American football hand egg. Yeah. Yeah, hand egg sounds like a great name for it. We got Drunas33 here subscribing. Toguro Joe here for 30 months. Thank you ever so much for your support, peeps. I appreciate it. We're going to need a drawer controller, one of these things. Should be bookmarked, but isn't. Drawer controller, first of all, and then compacting drawers. So regular drawers, pistons. 2 of those, yeah, 2 comparators. We might have those made up. No, right, so let's get to some crafting action. It's crafting time, baby. That's what you tuned in for. Oh, I want to see X craft today. That's what you said. You didn't know you said it until I said it. Right. We've got to smelt the cobblestone. I feel like that should have been automated somewhere by now, but you know, I haven't done it. Right, I need to turn up my personal volume right here. This song's beautiful. Oh, I see. I've actually got it turned down on my mixer by mistake. So yeah, in the world of football, there's been talks about this like breakaway league for ages, and if you're an American watching, you're used to having franchised sport, and it's not something we have over here. We have a different system where sport historically has derived from community, where companies, corporations, profit motives didn't see value in it, and so it has its grassroots in a very communal aspect. It's why over here in the UK, like, there's probably like an amazing statistic, like you're never more than 10 miles away from a football ground or something. There is like a massive pyramid. We have like a top of the pie league, the Premier League, then we have 3 football leagues below it, then we have the National Conference, which is the top of the semi-professional tier, and then it splits off into regional parts of the pyramid. We have a competition that includes all these clubs from the top level to the amateurs that play on, you know, fields, jumpers to goalposts. It's like a very different thing that's very passionately connected to people and to communities and to areas, and it's got a lot of history. In American sports, the franchise system is different, and that's not to knock it and say it's bad, it's just different. And over here, we're having a proposal come through to create a franchise league that essentially means that the clubs inside of it get to just play each other forever, and there's no consequence to not playing well. If you don't play well over here, you know, teams, they slip down the leagues, and you know, once they're a big club, and then, you know, 10 years later they might be a small club. It's how it goes over here. Who's your favourite football player? You know, I'm not one to have a favourite football player. There's certainly some that catch my eye, that I like the way they play, that's for sure. I don't really think in those sort of terms. I just watch football for the game. But Marcus Rashford, I think's doing some great work with his presence as a football player, and obviously he's a talented football player as well. Let's get some stuff together for the pistonage that's going to happen. Oh, we're running out of space here. We're running out of space. Yeah, we're definitely running out of space. I thought I had pistons bookmarked. I don't. Oh, we need 2 lots of pistons. Dang. 2 lots of them, eh? Definitely need some tidying up going on here. As a Chelsea fan, I'm excited and happy that we're going to leave. What? But I still think it's... Oh, wait, is there news that I don't know? But I still think it's appealing from what Roman Abramovich, owner of Chelsea, is doing, trying to forget about his fans. I think your message is a bit chopped up for me to understand, but... So, apparently, maybe Chelsea have then announced that they're going to leave? And yeah, it's the owners that are pushing this move, right? Oh, Chelsea have pulled out. Well, I think if once one person one club pulls out, you'll probably see the cards start to tumbling. The reaction has been so vitriol to this. What I'm hoping comes of this is like an analysing of the situation and realising that this is an extension of greed that already exists in the game. The sort of sentiment that's being delivered to this European Super League at the moment was sort of there in rumblings, not in a big dramatic moment, but it was sort of there towards the European League beforehand. I would be one to look at the UEFA and Champions League as competitions that have slowly been more and more commercialized and turned into like monopolies, essentially, for the clubs that get to participate in it over and over again. It gives them so much wealth and power in their own leagues. By the way, I've just made a stack of pistons as if I'm making a stack of these things. I'm just thinking in stacks today, you know, which I don't need to do. So, you know, why am I making so much of this stuff? Oh, look, we've even got... Oh, that's a slave, though. I stuck my head in here to see if we had any drawers, which we don't. I thought I had some pre-made somewhere, and I can't remember what the cheapest one to make is, but we'll just make something. Man City have pulled out of the Super Cup. Well, okay, there you go. So, you know, I was watching the news like a few hours ago and not seeing that, so that must be very recent. It's not surprising that clubs are now pulling out of it because they've seen that it's not going to work, basically. There's going to be so much backlash. Now, what I was hoping is that these clubs would be penalised, and not so much for the fans. I don't think it's fair when clubs get penalised for things that happen beyond the fans, you know, like in the back rooms and the decisions that get made by executives and some of the cheeky stuff that they do. I don't think it's good when a club gets punished, but like if these clubs don't get punished for pulling away now and trying to do this, it makes it easier for them to try and do it again. And the other thing that I'm hoping is that not only do they look at the situation and go, okay, like no European Super League, but let's start to change what owners can do. Let's get ownership back in the hands of fans, and let's reassess what these competitions like the Champions League are set up to do and be. Even the Premier League as well. The Premier League is another... When it happened, it had this controversy. Wasn't as extreme as making a closed system, but it was a step in that direction. It was commercialization of the sport. Oh, Joe Dragon, like the game I played yesterday and was thinking of picking it up after work. Yeah, it's cool. I've actually had a little bit of an inkling to play it again today. A little bit of a scratch and itch, you know. I think I'm just going to double click, right? I keep thinking like, oh, I need to keep some stuff in my inventory, but maybe I don't. That's part of the project we're about to do. That'll go on the wall. The flux point, I think, can go into here. And I see a couple of other things that probably should have a home. Let's put those up in that area. Right, now we need compacting drawers. So I actually needed to have made more of these. Grace, thank you for the lovely message. So glad to hear you get some enjoyment out of my videos. That's wonderful. Bis for Badger. By the way, I need to drink this cup of coffee. Tea, even. Soccer there, it sounds like high school / college football in Texas. Community driven but fierce. Yeah, college football in America is like something that I got exposed to. Oh, look at that. We got them right here. Through a show on Netflix called Last Chance U, which I thought was fascinating. Just such a great way to give you an insight into the culture of American sports and how it's set up in a particular level. And as I understand it, I believe that college football is kind of massive. Like, it's really well supported. And it's like sort of not the top level of football, but it's... The way it's set up in America is that players get an education, they move through the college and school system from high school to college and then into the major leagues. So again, talking about how things are different, there's no wrong or right way to set up sports. And in America, what's interesting is although you have this kind of franchise element at the top, which over here we do things very differently, there's also a lot of support for players. They get an education, like they're encouraged to, or encouraged, it's part of the rules that they have to get a proper education so that if they fail in professional sports, they have something to fall back on. It's just so much better to learn and understand the ins and outs of something rather than put two things against each other and go, that one's better. It's just like, okay, now you don't know as much. I always think it's better to learn about things and understand them. College football in America is crazy. Even a lot of high school football, extremely competitive, and the entire school attends football games even in rain or snow, says Ducky Llama. That sounds cool. That sounds like the sort of passion that you have at the, commercial, I don't know what you want to call it, like at our professional level, because you have school teams, and over here, schools and colleges, they tend to be smaller in scale compared to American sizes of those institutions, but they're not supported anywhere near like that. Like, it is literally like parents might go and watch their kids play. And that's because there are so many levels of football here that like everyone's close to like a non-league team as well as a big team, so it's gonna spread wherever it goes. Hey, we got Gum Rover here for 43 months. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate that. Appreciate that ever so much. Oh, we did actually need to make a lot of pistons now that I think about it. Did I only make one? I made one compacting drawer. See, this is what happens when you talk about other stuff. Spooky Dokie here for 37 months. Thank you so much, Spooky. Appreciate it as always. I feel like I should see my pistons in front of me, but I don't. Where did they go? I don't think they were around the corner. I definitely made a stack. We could so do with refined storage by now. Once you can't see what you're looking for, you need refined storage. Yeah, that is all of them. It's stone that we don't have. Grab some more then. It's great until you're forced to watch the school's team games, says Airich. Yeah, no one wants to be forced, right? I think there's a lot of value in sports and physical activity and what the human body can do and the spirit of competition. As someone who never been majorly passionate into sports when I was young, but like certainly been around people that are disinterested in sport and kind of get that. There's a lot of it in the gaming community, I've noticed. Making the best of a bad situation. If you do have to go, you could attempt to enjoy it. It's kind of hard to enjoy something when your gut sort of says this isn't for me, but if you can find something in it that you're interested in, make the most of it. I think sports are great. They can teach you a lot as well. Jod Reagan says, being forced to watch things is why I hate movies. Speaking of movies, I watched one the other day that was an absolute classic that I'd totally forgotten about. I think I've only ever watched it twice. Oh, look at this. The ones at the front are lower. I'm going to leave it like that. Don't mind that. Yeah, there's this movie that I watched when I was a teenager. It came out when I was a teenager. And it blew me away. It has this amazing scene at the end of the movie that you're probably remember forever. And it's the one thing I always remember about it. And it crossed my mind recently, and I sort of thought, you know, I haven't seen this movie in probably like over 15 years. And so I decided to get my DVD of it and pop it in the PS4 and give it a watch, and it was great. It's called Magnolia. It was released in 1999. Has anyone seen it? Anyone got some thoughts and opinions on it? Because I think that movie is great. It's the sort of movie that, like, it's like a movie buffs movie in a bit of a way. It's a drama, but like one that kind of knows it's a movie and gets a little excessively dramatic in some ways. It's not called Steel Magnolia, it's just called Magnolia. Oh, now people are calling me old, thanks. Isn't it super long, says Matt Rivers. Yeah, it's 3 hours. I think it starts to drag its heels a little around the 90-minute mark. I think they could have trimmed it down a little bit, but it's really good. It's really, really good. Looks like, according to chat, 1 or 2 people have seen it and like it, and a lot of other people, not so much. Yeah, it's got Tom Cruise in it. It's got, what's his name, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Oh, now I'm going blank on some of the other names. There's one actress in it, and I keep thinking Julia Roberts, and it's not Julia Roberts. And for some reason, her name won't come to mind. But there's a lot of faces in it. I just can't remember their names. Julianne Moore, that's it, yes. Julia Roberts. Oh, you can give me that one. You can give me that one. It's like halfway there. Do you recommend it, says Gambo Show. If you love drama movies, absolutely, it's a classic. If you don't like drama, you're probably not going to get along with it too much. But I would say, like, if you're interested in seeing the sort of movies that are not popular right now, that I really like, you know, because these days it's all about your big franchises with your Marvels and sequels and all that kind of stuff. Like, the movies that come out are just sort of like, you know, big action, theatre packing movies that, you know, end up getting franchised, and that's just not the sort of thing I'm interested in. But this is like very much the type of cinema that I enjoy, and so if you're interested in seeing something, it's probably not a great one to recommend if you're like not keen on it. But I just thought it was such a great example of what I like about what movies can do. Is it like kinda kid friendly, says Tiny Peony? No, it's not. In fact, actually, like, Tom Cruise's character is pretty revolting in that movie. Yeah, it's not one to watch as a family. It's an 18, and rightly so, I think. Need a bit of maturity to watch and understand it. A-Rich is here with the Prime. Thank you ever so much, dude. Appreciate your Prime subscription. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We're kind of just waiting on that stuff to get done down below, by the way. And it just occurred to me, I could have started making the next room, and I feel like the obvious place to put it is above us, but now that we have this to get around, it feels like this is going to get it's going to feel not so great having them all in the same spot. We might even move the apiary. Ooh, if I'm going to make it wider, let's make the middle over there. No! Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've got a magnet now. Let's make this the middle of the room and extend it in this direction, just so we can kind of space these things out a bit. Come on, with my magic power, come to thee. Why you no come to thee like the other one? I don't know. This one decided to pop along. Come back. Oh, here we go again. I can't spell this word ever. There we go. Oh, RF Tools storage scanner. Tyrus reminds me of. Is that in here? Because I know that one. I've done it before. It is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to jump into that right now. It'll be a bit of a distraction, but I've seen that one before. Oh, peeps are saying I needed to stop shifting. Oh well. Where we want to go to, base 1, which is the only base at the moment. Colmick06 is here for 3 months, and we got Sendrimo here for 2 months, saying thanks for playing Skybees. Been looking forward to all the VODs and seen all of yours and the other Hermits videos since Season 6. Is the Infinity Hammer a rabbit hole? What is the Infinity Hammer? Looks like it might be. Okay, so we can make all of that, and gold gear doesn't sound like too much, so I'm going to guess this thing. Yep. Oh, there's that mod that I don't get along with. Alright. We're not doing that. Not to get political or anything, but what's your favourite flavour of the ice cream? I like the ice cream that the other side hates. That's how political I am. Jeez. Oh, man, I love me some Halo Top peanut butter. Oh. Oh. Let me indulge. Why is clipping disabled, says Strider Man. Oh, for copyright and all of that kind of stuff, right? Like with the changes Twitch made lately, I was like, okay, getting rid of that feature then. You'll see loads of channels have done it across Twitch. It's just not worth the risk anymore. Sadly. Yeah, so we got to... Wait, did we ever finish? Yeah, we made a load of compacting drawers. Cool. So we need to get a bit of a plan together, and I've been fumbling a bit. So I can put more of those travel anchors in these different rooms down here, but we're not using them. I think what we'll do with our next room is kind of build it completely disconnected, just to experiment with that idea. Here's our travel anchor. Now we are yet to unlock more materials, aren't we? Really, we could be about to. In fact, the wither block is kind of a thing we can craft now. I wonder if the wither skull has any uses for building blocks other than that one that we saw. So we've got that one, and then the rest of this stuff. Ooh. Ooh, Potion of Wither. What mod is that from? Very cool. Naruto says you having curry today. Not today. I had 2 over the weekend, and I thoroughly enjoyed both of them, as you know. Don't even need to explain that, do I? Witherite ingot. Wow. Again, I don't really want to... I keep coming to this point where I don't want to spend ages doing this, but I just don't want to build something bland either. So I think what we're going to do is go for a really small, closed-in room, and I think we'll use these gunpowder sacks on the walls, and then for the floor, maybe we could use the mason steel, although that uses up some iron. What's that one? That's flux. We don't want to do that. Pineapple can go on pizza and curry and salads, but just not in ice cream. I can imagine it clashing with ice cream a little bit. I had pineapple and rice pud the other day. That was alright. In salads, I can see it clashing a little, maybe. But what pineapple goes in well with is some like stir fry, you know, with all chopped peppers and mangoot and stuff like that. We could do marble again, although I'm kind of going in the industrial direction with the gunpowder sack. Or maybe we just do this and not worry about decorations yet, yeah? As I say that, like, what, I still need a floor block to put in there. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do something, and if it's terrible, so what? Let's grab... Oh, we've only got 2. Right, okay. Oh, well, we can do a little something right here that's necessary, I guess. Yeah, I kind of need a travel anchor just to get out to this space, or I need to learn to fly. I'm not sure. Okay, I've actually left this on. And is it me, or do we have baddies spawning down here? How has that happened? Because I thought I lit it all up. No. Uh-oh. We've got a bit of a problem here, haven't we? Well, here's a distraction. I think I know how I want to deal with this. I think I know how. Oh yeah. And we're over here. Okay, so I want a bucket of water to use potentially to get them out of the way. This could go wrong so easily. We need to take some new torches, and then I need a dimensional storage block, which I have one on me, and I kind of... Well, I'm going to have to craft another one when I come back up here, basically. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think I know what I'm doing. Make the railguns so fun and cheap. Oh yeah, I've not really thought of making like a weapon. Let's see if it is cheap. Charged with flux. It looks a little bit rabbit holey. The old circuit board. Doesn't it look a bit rabbit holey? Let's think about this. I mean, do I have some electrum? Ugh. Ugh. I do? Okay. Okay, you might just get me here. Steel, I got that. I mean, that doesn't look so bad. So, two steel. Got it. Okay, 2 of these. So 8. So that makes 4. So this recipe... Oh, I always lose track. I think it's 8. I don't know. I don't know. Please be the right one! It is. It is, thank goodness. I don't think these batteries right here have received a charge. I think this thing just runs on very little energy. Nope. It has to be a treat. Actually, I'm not sure it does. Let's find out. Because it changes the recipes. Okay, here we go. So that's 4 pieces of this recipe together. Then we've got the circuit board, which... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Oh! Good lord. Okay, maybe we'll do that last. Block of lead, steel, aluminium, treated with planks, redstone. Oh, we're going to be here a while. Aluminium? Block of lead? I don't know where these things are. Do I even got the lead? I think what I need to do is keep my focus on getting towards storage as opposed to doing all this stuff all the time that's distracting. Aluminium. Oh yeah, 3 steel, 2 tweeted. Tweeted? Can't even talk properly all of a sudden. Is there none of that there? Oh, there is. Yeah. Okay, we now have that. That's good, right? So that's all of that. We need the wooden grip, 5 sticks, and a copper nugget. I didn't want all of them, but okay. Only got 2. Okay. Oh, this is just like... How does this happen over and over again? Look at this inventory. It's horrible. It's literally horrible. Oh yeah, I can just throw things here. I remember getting a comment about that, and then I was like, oh yeah. I'll throw it and it'll just get picked up. Oh, that's part of the recipe. So then we've got 1 bit left, which looks easy, and then you're like, oh. Copper plate, I can do, and then insulating glass. That's a really weird thing. Iron dust, green dye, 2 of those. Nope, not good enough. Not good enough. We got a noise in here from Chaos Karasu, here for 3 months, and Herb K for 2 months, saying, hi, I've been watching your videos since the start of Season 7 and listening to your streams while drawing. It's helping me a lot. Thanks for all the talks and don'ts. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Go for Toe says, opinion on Canada. Please respond. I will respond. Canada is a country. That's my opinion. And don't you tell me it isn't. Oh. Oh. What do you mean it's just a line drawn in the sand? There's no sand in Canada. There's just mountains and cold things. Where's my cactus at? I know I got cactus here somewhere. Oh, we very much need to create a plan where we just focus on storage, because we waste time every time we try and look for something here. It's probably like right in front of me as well, I just can't see it. Cactus. I know we were farming that earlier. Where is it? Oh man. We're farming it like behind me somewhere, so it's gotta be... I really don't see it. I feel like I've definitely looked at every tile. But we're farming it, like... There's cactuses being farmed. Or is it? Where is it? There... Wait, how is... What happened to cactus? What's up? Whoa, hello? What? That was very weird. I mean, okay. Cactus seeds are here. Then we need some sand. Cody Pace, thank you ever so much for the cheers and the bits. X bite the Britannia bullet already. No, no. I've done it before. I don't like it. It's Look, when you design a mod, okay, you design a way in which things work, and that mod just works so different from the way that I think. I can't figure it out. And you know, I was watching tutorials, like, was it a year or 2 years ago, and like, we spent about 4 or 5 streams trying to get going on it, and it was just so annoying. I really have no effort left in me to give it a go, so I just can't be bothered, basically. Anyway, someone suggested I could just make a creative mana pool, and I thought, oh, that sounds clever. Then I thought, well, if it works, it does, but if it doesn't, which is highly likely, even in creative mode, I won't be able to get it to work, so I don't know. Right, let's try and clean up this inventory again. I keep picking up these ink sacks. That's really odd, because I just put them away and now they're back again. Don't need the sand no more, or the stone. And I don't even know. Right, so we were trying to make that glass. Oh my word. Iron grits. I think we can get that from iron ore. If I make a piece of this, and then use the old ore crusher. This could have been done by now. I took a suggestion from chat to make the railgun, and it's like, half an hour later we might get something done. It's so silly. There's one thing I'm really not a fan of. Oh, by the way, I've been thinking about maybe making my own mod pack, and just building it up like one mod at a time from the ground up, and then having like nonsense recipes like this just streamline, because all this finicky like farting about stuff is, in my mind, like, you know, it's kind of fun at first, but ultimately in Minecraft I want to be creative, and a lot of the time we just end up doing a bunch of silly stuff like this for ages, instead of actually building and creating cool stuff. So I figured, you know, you make your own pack and then you can take control of that. Right, okay, we've got the things there. Again. Glass. Ugh, nickel plate and a copper wire. Do I even got the nickel? Gonna have to smelt this. Didn't I put something else over here to be smelted a moment ago? There it is. Now you have to... Actually, I've got to be careful with this one. Oh, it was only one dye that I needed. Okay. Anyway, we can make that now. If I remember what bit I'm trying to do. So we've got the copper plate. Now we've got that. That looks interesting, that material as well. So now it's the vacuum tube. Piece of redstone, piece of glass, piece of candy. Glass, redstone. That needs to be converted over here. Then we need a piece of copper. And I think then we're done. We can go finally! Oh, finally! So it's on the press mode, where we need the nickel plate. Then we're going to change the mode. And put in the copper. Now in theory we've got everything we need, but I can't help but feel there's going to be a catch. Because this blueprint thing, I've totally forgotten how it works. Oh man, didn't we make this? Okay, I am very much at a loss now. That's the way you make it, but then how do you make it what it is? Chat, anyone remember? Paper, iron, aluminium, copper. Now I know we've got paper somewhere in here as well. Ugh. There it is. Oh yeah, gotta change it. Oh no, I didn't even pick it up. And the inventory is immediately full again. Typical. But at least we got this little trick going for us. As long as we don't put back the wrong stuff, I guess. Peeps are saying I've already made it. Oh, have I? Oh, is it inside that? Right. Vacuum tube. Okay, and circuit board. Oh, right, both of them are in the same one. And then, okay, circuit boards. Circuit boards. Wait, that means we've got to do that first. And there's no little other thing. Thank you. It's not very fun. Thank you. Let's focus on storage. Yeah, we need to. I know. It's just everything's a rabbit hole with this stuff. Okay. Oh. It's gone. Why did it just disappear? And it's not... What? It didn't get picked up by... What was everyone chat's backside? Oh, wait. You mean on storage? That I walked past it on storage? Oh, stuff's coming over here now. I didn't realise. There it is. Okay. Now, how does it work? Just make a railgun, they said. But it don't do anything. What? What's this? Oh, God, it's a rabbit hole, isn't it? I've got to probably use steel rod as a projectile. Oh, at least it's something I can make. I was about to cry. What? Well, oh, I see. I've mistaken. That was confusing. Okay, we just fired a shot. We put a lot of time and effort into this, peeps. I think the other way would have been quicker, but hey, we got this now to shoot at things, and it's probably not going to be that good. I mean, I got to do that. This was a bad suggestion. I can see it now. This is not going to be helpful at all. Because look, there's just loads of them. And this thing's super slow. God, and it makes so many weird noises. And it can't even hit anything from far away. Oh God, here they come for me already. Oh! Interesting. Oh! Look! No! This is a terrible weapon. Oh, good God, it's rubbish. No! No! Well, they're all dying because they're after me. This is very odd. Okay. Full damage killed them. The railgun! The railgun! Make the railgun, they said! Wait, did it? It got pit. Oh, I can't even throw it away. Where is it actually? It's probably stuck in the thing above. I don't know. Maybe it did get thrown away. I could have shot that bee. Oh, that was so pants. Wow. Okay, we need to stay focused. Okay, so this will stop all that nonsense. And then we need to get our dimensional storage together. And I think we're putting it on channel 1, right? It was worth it for stream content. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I hope dimension... Yeah, frequency 1 is storage. Let's go ahead and tuck some of these things in there. I mean, I just wanted that so I could get some dye, you know? Oh, God, it's the wrong one, isn't it? Oh, no! Change! Change immediately! Oh, you got no idea. This is rubbish! This is rubbish! This is rubbish. I didn't even put in the travel anchor. The name of this place. And I could have, you know, I need to think more with the modded stuff, don't I? Because I can just whiz around like that. Yo, the derp is endless. The derp is endless for me. I don't know why, it just is. Now I have to do this painful nonsense. Oh, whatever. Oh, whatever. Okay. Oh, I thought my inventory was full. It wasn't. Also, this probably means now that we're going to have tons of stuff filling up around the back. We've got to be careful where those different things appear and make sure they've got void upgrades on them. Oh, here we go, here we go. Hey, is that a new one? Well, that will hopefully contribute to me getting some more things. I can't even think right now. I'm just so disappointed. Oh, the derp is real. It's real, my friends. I guess I should just start doing that. So they need to go back in the system down below. This stuff's all for a future project. That I would like to be stored in here. Okay, let's swap that out for that. And some of them are working again. Copper ingot, yeah, we don't want that in there. I think when we make our new system, it's definitely not going to be one. One shouldn't be anything. Like, the default should always be nothing with me. It's the only way to ensure I don't do something idiotic. Essentially. You know. Famous last words and all that, though. Managed to get a B in there. Alright. That can go into the storage system too. Right, well, do you know why I wanted to go down there? I do. I actually remembered, okay. I wanted more of these. I thought there's a quick thing we can do. Then we made a railgun and then we threw it away. It's gone forever. It's finished. It's done. Don't want to ever look at it again. I thought, let's just use like a dark platform to go along with those walls. So we got that. The walls will be made out of this. Where's this platform going to be? I don't even know, really. I don't even know. Good content, says Steel Pigeon. Are you sure? I think this might be the definition of terrible content myself. You know. Let's get rid of some leftovers over here. I could just put it down over here, really, couldn't I? Don't think it really matters where it is at this point. I could do with really getting rid of some of this stuff also. Tidying up the area. Ah, that's where it is. Ah, look, we never finished doing that. Well, there's another job that needs doing. That makes so much sense now, because I was like, I so definitely did set up the cactus farm, right? So definitely did. And there's my proof that it wasn't a figment of my imagination. Why is this stuff not despawned? Maybe it doesn't do it naturally. Maybe this one works different. Okay, that's less blocks just being out here rendered and stuff, right? Is my theory, like tidying up this back area is hopefully going to help create a bit of a healthier environment. You should probably get the jetpack with the flux network, it will recharge. Yeah, but isn't the jetpack just a rabbit hole? Also, aren't jetpacks like non-creative flight? They're like, it still might be useful actually if I can make it quickly. Anyway, let's set aside any distractions. And let's just pop back here quickly. Oh, that means I've put away the block I needed. Great. Again. Okie doke. That turned out to not be very useful. So we're going to go over there. Oh, by the way, Rebecca is here gifting a sub to Caf W. Thank you for gifting that sub, Rebecca. Appreciate it. Peeps are saying the jetpack is useful. Maybe. Maybe we will. One thing at a time, right? We haven't even got the centrifuge going. So we're going to head over there. Place this thing down. It's going to have that for the floor. It's going to have a travel anchor. I can't remember why I came back. It's super annoying. I just lose track immediately. I'm trying to picture what we were doing a second ago. Oh, we should also place more shroom lights and terracotta. This thing will also act as a way to get to the outside area. Let's see, I'm just immediately distracted again. Because basically I want this room to be a bit more fixed up at this point. Remember what happened last time you listened to chat on the railguns, says Spice11? I know, right? They betrayed me. They betrayed me. Oh, it was literally just to clear my inventory now that I think about it. Okay. So this room... Hey, we got gifted subs coming in from Kero Platoon. Thank you for gifting subs and supporting the community. Jonathan McCollum, Dow Phoenicius, F-Aim Assist, Mr. Dr. Grunt, and Disconsolate Kangaroo. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We got 1,100 peeps tuning in. Be sure to hit the follow button over here. Get it? Because of the B. Be sure, you know? Be buzzily sure. Tim Manex, thank you ever so much for subscribing as well. Appreciate it, my dude. Yeah, so... Oh. There was another thing that I wanted to do first, and that was to grab our building gadget. Here it is. And... Right, yeah, okay, so I've got to... First of all, place this down. Shift-click it to change material. Then we've got to settle on what the size is going to be. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the 9. Okay, there it is. Cool. I could also... Where's the center of this again? There it is. Put in the travel anchor. Wow, Centrifuge. Well done. I don't even know if that's spelt right. Let's... Centrifuge. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we've got that. So we can whiz back and forth between the two now. What I'll do next, though, is bring up the menu. How do I do that? I've forgotten already. Wait, do I just hold down? No. Uh-oh. What key is it? Controls. Tell you what we can do. No. Okay, never mind. It's not in there. H. M. I tried M. That did nothing. G. There we go. Okay, what we want is vertical wall now. And if I change the material, this might sort of become easy. So, from the middle, if I put that there, this over the edge, that there, take that back, and then it should retain the same sort of size. And I've used all the blocks, haven't I? Oh dang, that's super tall. Super duper tall. And it looks horrible, but it gives you an idea of how quickly we can put stuff together, I guess. So in order to do that, we need way more of this, which we have loads of, because we've got the gunpowder bees. There it is, super good. Okay, then in this spot, if we go around and just tidy it up quickly, I think there's enough, maybe enough shroom lights here to finish off the room? Probably not. Dang it! I saw it place inside! Just trying to make me look silly. Everything I do. Oh, it's a derp, they said. Actually, that's it complete, almost. One missing there. Cool, that room has now got that edge of it done. So yeah, maybe we don't actually want it to be that tall. So we change the range. That's not the right button. Can I then... doesn't make it terribly easy. I think you got to use a mix of the two different types, right? So we've got to use this as well. Anyway, it is horribly ugly. Not a good combination. And this is where the backpack might come in good. How close to that is breaking? Oh, that's slow as well. No tool for it, though. You can now make the best building wand. It's just 2 sticks and 1 never star. Oh, for real? How has no one told me that yet? Oh, for real? That sounds good. Finally, X finished a room. Hey, I got quite a few finished rooms, you know, and technically the one I just finished isn't finished. If you're paying attention. Jeez. Okay, just, you know, just casually grabbing 3 stacks of Never Stars, as one might do. Ooh! Oh wait, it's infinity? Do I just need 1? Dang. I'll take that. What other tools can I make? Ah. So sad. Yeah, what else can this stuff be used for? Epic backpack. Is it really epic? Or is it just hype? Boss mob filter. Interesting. Maybe there's some other things over here as well. Elite crafting. What is that? Crystalline ingot. Ooh. I want to know what these things are now. Ender Star block. That looks nice. Yeah, what are the uses of that thing? Oh, just that? The uses of this? Is there anything cool in here? There is some nice building blocks by the looks of it. Any hoozle, we need to get to our centrifuge, okay? So this room will become different at some point. And I think what I need to do is press G. This is a bit tricky when you want to sort of place it off the back of the next thing. There you go, I got it. Oh, it's not as big. Well, we'll use this. And thinking about the room size and stuff like that, right? This centrifuge thing. Where's my B book? I've got to plan quite a bit here. We've done that. Wait, they keep swapping around. Multi-block centrifuge. So it's going to be quite a big old thing, really. 3 by 4 by 3 with a controller 1 block up from the bottom. Is the okay, the controller is there. So actually I need more. Dang it, I need more of these blocks, don't I? Because how many did I have? 35. I need 4 of them for the other thing. And how are they made again? Block of steel. I'm bad at modded Minecraft. You have to think differently. It's so weird. Like when I think I'm gonna follow through with this idea of like making my own mod pack. It's like I'm gonna just try and make everything feel way more vanilla. Like I can't get along with this. It's just too much nonsense all the time, and it don't work for me. It's like, oh, just why am I doing this all the time? You can now make the controller you have more than 4 blocks. Yeah, but then I got to build the rest of the thing, right? I guess I can make it now while the other ones are going. We need a centrifuge. Iron bars, redstone, comparator. I'm sure there's iron bars somewhere in here. Redstone could do with being in a block thing as well. Compacting drawer, that's what it's called. Am I forgetting something here? Oh yeah, that. I thought I might have an extra one tucked away, but I don't. Great, we've got that problem again. Not in all of them though, but it's running at a reduced capacity anyway. We'll sort that all out later. It doesn't matter right now. There it is. We can make that. Sweet. Let's chuck again. Just this thing will be forever filling up. And we're just gonna throw them back in. So many. Okay. To the centrifuge. Okay, so got a controller, got some casing. This thing's obviously going to go in the middle of this room. How far away from us? I don't know. That feels okay. That goes there, I believe, although it did say something about, or at least in the image, like, you see... What's going on? Okay, there, no, it's one block further forward. And then it will go as high as that. And then we need those other 4 blocks. Now, I don't know how we get stuff in and out of here, but we also then need to deploy a bunch of compacting drawers and stuff in this area. I've had an important thought, which is we know how many of these there are in the game, and we should make as many of these as them. That was beautifully said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. No, I'm not using a calculator. 42, 49, 56, 59. There are 59 different types. Therefore, we actually need 59 compacting drawers. Okay, let's make a bunch more pistons. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, I'll tell you what. There is where you're at. Cool. We need the drawers. We need the stone again. The stone is important. And we don't have enough stone. Of course we don't. Of course we don't! What do you think I am? Organised? Oh, you think too much of me. You make me sick. Okay, let's go... Hey, we got Alana Jade here, subscribing with the Prime. Thank you so much for the Prime subscription. Hope you enjoy the stream. Lizzie Best in chat says, how's it going? It's going alright. Just chilling out, playing modded, and drowning in it. Drowning in the modded. I want to make my own... I think I want to make my own mod pack and have like a long-running series that I just do on stream. Because I really enjoy everything we've done in this world, but it's just not the right mod pack. I just feel like I've got the right mindset for playing modded again, but this perhaps wasn't the best pack for me to pick. So yeah, anyway, that idea's been rumbling around in my head all day. Coals of Doom says if Xisuma is not organised, then who is? Yeah, I'm good in the vanilla, but not in the modded. The Stay Rough Harshmellow Man. That's a crazy username right there. Has subscribed for 8 months. We also got Randy Nicole gifting a sub to Lizzie Best for 44 months. Wow. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it as always, my dude. Thank you for gifting the sub. Xisuma, would you stream you compiling the pack? No. No. That is something I would not do. Okay, so let's at least make a few more. Okay, more iron and then drawers, which we have over here. Didn't I say 59? Huh! I love it when that happens. Well, there you go, 59. Hey? Hey. Okay, so we now chuck all of these things away, let's also... Oh yeah, moved where that is. Let's head up here, just keeping on top of the old inventory. Because we got business to conduct. Oh, it's not the... Holding the wrong thing. See, now there is like great advantage to spreading things out a bit different. Although, as you saw, I just whizzed through twice, so maybe not. And then we're back again. Shady's back. Back again. Now I'm going to guess that any block here, or any part of this, will take power. So, oh, excuse me, burping. Oh, we're going to read these labels. It receives from the energy network. Oh, I know what it means now. Okay. No derping here. No derping here. No. There we go. No. There we go. There. No. No. Huh? What? Okay. Finally. Surely. No. Flux plug. Oh, good. Why can't I do anything right in this world? What is a derp to do? I'm thinking, oh, it receives. This receives energy. I just can't think properly, can I? Well, oh, yeah. They call me a derp. I press the derp button. I'll give them what they want. All right. I'm not a human being. I'm a derp. Jeez, just here for your derp entertainment, aren't I? That's what you really think. Okay, I don't know. Right, so it looks like we're going to put our dimensional storage chest... We need 2 of them, actually, and we only have none, because we used it elsewhere. So we need to go back and craft again. I think I'm, this time, going to... Mate, didn't I do this last time? Like, make a bunch? I don't see a bunch of dimensional chests here. It is dimensional chest making time, your favourite part of the live stream. Oh yes. Oh yes, there's nothing better. We got the redstone, the iron, those things. Jeez, I just want an empty hand for a second. Ender pearls, they're a thing. So we'll try and make however many this makes, essentially. Oh, right, okay, I need a whole stack. Dang. I just ate up a bunch of resources, I guess. Just give me everything already. So I think we actually need half a... Well, there you go. You know, half a stack. And then we need a bunch more of those. And we're out of iron all of a sudden. Uh-oh. Pretty sure I would have got that one before, though. At least we get 16 of them together, right. Didn't think about that. We're running out of iron, peeps. And I think the reason is because we got them all up here. Yep, look at that. Okay, down to the... Oh, it's not the right one. Basement. Doesn't put them in all at once. Nope. It's not going to do that for us, is it? Okay, and that should get the iron rolling in a little bit now. Right, up to the B room. No, the base, this place. Use the new centrifuge. Well, that would be a bit silly because it's not hooked up to our system yet, so we wouldn't, you know, get anywhere with it, would we? Okay, right. I have these. They're important. And I'm gonna guess you can probably just put items in anywhere here. So where are we gonna put? Now I wonder if the pipe we're going to use is going to allow us to... By the way, I really just want to quickly go and repair... which means finding an ingot. That is it. Wait a minute, can you do it this way around? No. Okay, let's think about this. I think what we want is to have a transferring thing here from the drawer controller. And then that's also going to want to have one that goes in. The compacting drawers will be like this on either side. Maybe even coming down like this. Which might look weird, but I'm thinking about the aesthetics of the room in the long run. And this thing now looks sort of like a robot. Okay, now, we got 45. And we have 2 dimensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which wouldn't split evenly if we put them on either side. Or 7. So... Wait, is that 7? Yeah. So 28, 35. Yeah, it doesn't quite hit it. So... I think I know where to go with this. We're going to go and add an extra 2 like this. If you're thinking, what on earth are you doing? I'm just laying it out so when you walk into the room it's got like some symmetry to it, okay? You know, got to think about these things. No! Ugh. Ugh. Come back. There we go. Right, so we got that going on. Now we've got another 26 to place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Then it's 9, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, we're going to end up with something kind of odd looking if we don't do this right. So let's put that there. And if I add more down the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 10. Got this weird feeling I'm going to end up with just like the smallest amount of blocks to make it look ugly. To make it look ugly. No! We need that jetpack, I think. Okay, over to this side. Oh, come on. Thanks. Just gotta go back up here again. So we're left with 5, which might actually not look too bad if we just put them across the middle. Oh, dang it! I hate it when you sprint jump and it doesn't work. Okay, there we go. So it doesn't really have like the nicest of edge. Actually, I could modify this slightly. If I take, don't shift. Almost lost it. How is that there now? It's because I repaired it. See, the magnet will catch it. If I put those two up top, I think it's going to end up looking alright. There you go. So what do we have now? Yeah. Bit odd, but it's got everything in there. Okay. Now the next step is to use some pipage. And this is where I don't know how things are going to work. What are we looking for? Item cable. Gonna need this too. So, we pop up there and just... Nope. So what have we got it on? Right, we want it on extract mode here. So it's going to take whatever comes out of there. That's good. That's what we want. On the opposite side, going to have our dimensional chest. Now, we did this a moment ago. It's frequency 1. But I think I'm going to use a new frequency. Frequency 3. I wish you could just give it like a word name. Oh, you can. Wait, what? Why did it... Oh, E will close the menu. Maybe it can't? No, it can't. Okay, okay. 3 it is. 3 for B, apparently. Okay. Then we extract here. And I think what I'm going to do is turn off extraction mode temporarily here. Because we're going to have to kind of make enough... Like, we want to lock all of them so we can see our progress is what I'm thinking. Also, this is our great thumbnail right here. So, in theory, it's kind of set up now to accept some stuff coming through. We needed this. So we're going to start with that. Uh-oh. I didn't change this yet. 3. Oh, it already moved loads of it out. Dang it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is promising. Promising. Right, so change the frequencies to 3 first is the idea. Okay, and then we attach the item cables with extraction mode. Cool. This one over here we've used for breeding, so when we reactivate breeding, we kind of need to actually separate that. That's something to consider. So down here at the centrifuge, oh, that's what I want to see. Yes. Yes, looking good. We need to get more in there. I'm just thinking, the B room has the rest of what we've done so far, but it's also got honey bottles, so maybe I don't want to do that just yet. So I guess when we add more to our system, that's when we need to properly manage it, I guess, I think. What we got in here? A Mana Steel B. Yeah, I think we're going to have to end up expanding this room and building it a bunch more next. Okay, so we only got 1. Fair enough. Let's head down to the centrifuge and possibly turn this thing on then. But I will lock the ones that are already in there, right? That's the way to do it. That's got to be the way to do it. X doesn't need a tank for the honey produced from the machine. Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, okay, so that's another thing we need to do. We'll figure that out. Okay, there we go. Those are all... Hello, one more new one. We'll lock it. So this means that we're now starting to store... Yeah, look at that. Store large amounts of stuff. Cool. Here's another thing I could do. I could maybe make the process a little more manual. It looks like we've got some issues down here. Or did stuff accidentally come through from the other system? I'm not sure. But I'm trying to take as much of it as I can. Cool. If we head over to our centrifuge and pop up here. And then double click on this stuff. No? Wait, why is it taking... Let's try putting it in the box at the back. Oh, it's all the way up there, isn't it? Does that then force it in, essentially? Wait, so did that work or not? I think it did, but it's like... Because it spreads them out in this shape, it kind of looks like maybe not. Yeah, no, okay, it put them all in, doing it that way. Just want to make sure all of these are locked. Yes, they are. Cool, so as we add new ones, they'll go in like that. Alright, okay. I think I'm going to just leave that staircase there for now. So now we need to get them in, because they're... Okay, yeah, this is the problem. If we introduce new stuff and it gets sucked out straight away, we won't be able to see our progress here. Now that we're doing that, they should be in here, and they're doing things, and then we have a big area here, and then we have a honey thing there. Cool. So down in the basement, we actually built a honey storage thing over here. The quantum tank. I seem to remember it being ridiculously cheap. Yeah, so we'll just build another one. That's like such a weird recipe thing that it's just that cheap. Also, yeah, we have enough iron to finish off our dimensional chest thing as well. Or so I thought. Oh, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we don't have enough for that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so... Assuming we can take this out of any point, and I probably... Maybe I should put it at the front. I don't know if I really want it on display or not. I think I'm going to put it here at the front, just in front of the whole thing. And so then we have a liquid cable. Fluid, even. Fluid cable. And then that means that the quantum tank is got the honey out of here. Cool. Then we need something for the items. And the items won't be on display. I might actually remove that. I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be very easy to move about. That is for honey bottles, isn't it? So it's possible then that this can also support honey bottles. And that would ruin my perfect little shape that we've built here. I'm thinking we need to put honeycombs in this area, by the way. Man, my brain just tingled a little. Okay. I just had a little bit of a vision all of a sudden. This block right here, we can make more of. That is for sure. Let's zip back over there. By the way, we got another noise in here. Mac G Mania. Thank you so much for subscribing. I can't remember if I read these last two out. Azarka78, thank you for 43 months. And JMB0, thank you for 3 months. I've been just totally sucked into the game. I've been ignoring chat as well. I'm sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. What I'm thinking is this. Ah! That's not what I'm thinking. RL Craft is a good mod, says Era. Well, if it is or it isn't, it's not what we're focusing on right now. Now, I was thinking that the honeycomb could go in front around here, especially if we're going to need like an extra one for the honey bottles, but I might just put them on the back out of sight. I think that can be done, because I think it's going to look way better if we extend it like that. And this will obviously guide the rest of the room's decoration now. We're probably going to make it bright and colourful. But I can see that looking really cool. I just put in a few more blocks. Not like that, but okay. There it is. Bam, all the way up, and then it'll go over as well. Might have to make it a bit thicker up here as well, so when you're looking from down below you actually see these blocks. Okay, Okay, yeah, it's definitely the way forward. The rest of the room's gonna have to do so much more. Rebecca says X needs to do his proud plugs so people in chat know about his other channels. Guess what? I got more channels, peeps. Look, there's more of them. They exist. They're a thing. There's stuff. You know? Go on the YouTube. Click on the links. Or else. Or else! Okay? Ugh. They want those plugs. They know about those channels. They keep asking for them. I don't understand it. Oh, that is full up right there. Ooh, they're bringing in the blocks. So what it'll do is it will take in the honeycombs, but like, how does it prioritize? Because that's obviously better. And if it's always sucking something in, I don't know. Like, wouldn't it be really weird if it always pulled out that one? But obviously it doesn't. There's got to be some sort of line of logic there, and it's not self-explanatory just glancing at it, that's for sure. Anyway, let's now go back here. Grab our dimensional chest, which I believe is 1. Or is it 2? What is the input of this thing over here? 2 is our storage one. Very good. Ooh, that's number 1, is it? We need a pipe thing. Yes, we do. Where the items be at? The items be right there, homie. Okay. And then we extract, and then we watch all the stuff. Oh, well, that's so quick. It's unbelievable. It's practically instant. Wow. Okay, so we got that going. There is a question of if this is, you know, fast enough for everything we're going to bring down here. We might need... Oh, there's an elite one, isn't there? So we can probably upgrade it to another level pretty quickly if we need it. And the storage drawers will hold on to a stockpile of stuff, although we don't want it like overflowing, obviously. And the room looks really nice. Ah, look, it does those faster, right? But does it do it 9 times faster? Kind of looks like it does it about 4 times faster. What's that one going to grab? That one's grabbed the block. Fascinating. So if I do this, maybe is it set up so... No, look at that. Now we've got Mana Steel over there. I don't know how it chooses. But it chooses. It doesn't always get what you want. It's probably the pipe doing it, actually, because the pipe is extracting. So maybe in a moment where it's empty on one type, it sends the other. And then it would end up sending all of them. So this is probably not fast enough really for what we currently got. Look, there you go. So now that's gonna be locked into that slot for ages. So I think what we should do is upgrade it to Elite. It's called Elite, right? There it is. So you take the block and then replace it with Netherite. That's the controller. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, and then... Oh, and one of those. So you need 4 4 lots of netherite blocks. That's 18. And I've forgotten the numbers. I think it was 36 blocks in total. And they have 4 ingots each. And then the 18... So we're looking at 162 netherite ingots to upgrade the whole thing. Also, I'm tempted to tear down this wall, but I won't. 39 blocks if you count the 4 in the controller. Okay, what did I mean, close the calculator. What was it, 179? I don't know. How do we get netherite again? I've completely forgotten. Isn't it crushed netherrack? Or did we start... Hey, are we like close to a netherite bee? Is that a thing? Maybe that'll be the way we upgrade it. Yeah, look, netherite bee. So... It wants a netherite block, so we still have to get that. So the recipe of a netherite bee is gold and netherrack, which we actually have. We have both of those. Let's get that going. So we want some gold, some netherrack. We need to crush some netherrack. That's all the netherrack I got. If I have netherrack bees, what are they doing? They're not doing enough. Gold is over here. Do I even have gold bees? Because I don't have a lot of gold apparently. Maybe I don't have that yet. That's a good question, actually. Gravel and sieve, 10%. Okay, I think now is not the time to upgrade it because we're going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole. I think now is probably the time to get our whole bee breeding situation under control up the top. Why does X sound different all of a sudden, says Spicy Lemon? Do I? Do I sound different all of a sudden? Is that true, peeps? Maybe, I don't know. I ain't got a clue why. I ain't got a clue why. Right, dimensional storage. That tool can go in there. This one could get thrown away, but then the magnet will pick it up. We need a way to destroy it forever. I think I know how. To the centrifuge. So if I hold down shift... Goodbye! Just like that railgun, eh? Okay, right, so we're doing a little bit of just inventory management here. How are we doing on all the stuff that we're farming? Just want to keep an eye on seeing if anything ends up taking up a lot of space. Like, we've got cactus over here. Yeah, we should move that to a spot round here with an upgrade. Good stuff. Right, chat. What do you think? Here's the plan. Here is the plan. We need to expand the apiary to start breeding out bees easier. This right here is amazing. And actually, I could put the current project on pause and we could just use this. Yeah, I think that's the way I'll go, because otherwise I have to do a lot of building, and that means we'll get nothing else done today. I can't take... Wait, now let's lock for a second. I think I can export them. Let's see how this works. Ah. So I can lock it in there, then export it. Cool. So we can put the operation there on hold for a little bit. And I just need one more. Right, I need a bit more glass. Okay. Let's get a few more of these. Probably going to need a lot of them. And up here, gonna export. Okay, so we've got that sussed. OP17 says, what's up? Tuning in from South Africa. Welcome, my dude. Welcome. I'm going to put that in there now. We're not going to need that for a while. Look, I did make some dimensional chests, and I left them in here. Well done, me. I'm just gonna dump stuff wherever I feel like it now. Okay. So, we need to get our bee breeding game on. And I think it was gold we were on. Oh, yeah, here we go. So we go recipe. It is gravel and sieve, which I was actually kind of doing over there beforehand. Sieve, and then gravel. Come on, where the gravel at, dude? I can actually like make one, I think. In here, gravel bee. There you go. Oh, should put those in there as well, right? These should all go in here. Okay, so we get you and your friend. We need the resources, though. The sieve likes the flour. The gravel likes the flint. We're going to work our way up to gold and also netherrack, which I've only got 20 of, but that's fine. Apiary. Right, we're going to change this chest's frequency to 4 and just use it as temporary storage. So anything that goes in there will now go into that chest. Oh, there, well, there. And we already had it. That makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. So yeah, now they're going to do their thing over here for a while. Be nice if there were a way to speed that up. Wait a minute, there might be. Wait, why peeps are saying derp? I have a gold bee in the chest. Ah, I've already bred some. Because I've bred quite a lot. Okay, so I didn't think about that. I've already been doing this combination. I probably would have thought about that in a minute. I probably would have thought like, wait a minute, they're already in there. I must have done this already. But also maybe not. So do I have a netherrack bee? Like, I thought I did, but maybe I don't. Now, that means we've got to figure out where we get the netherrack bee from, I guess. If I haven't done that already. Cobble... No, we have. We've got those in a room together down below. So where did I put all the netherrack bees is the next question. Let's go down to the bee breeding area. See, this is the room where we could make that type. So I must have taken them somewhere. Netherrack is below. Oh, right. So we already put them in the bee room is perhaps the dealio. Yep. Okay, so we did have that. I'm a bit worried, though, that this thing doesn't appear to have... Oh, I need the glass. Doesn't appear to have anything... It's got a wither rose. That's surely a bad thing. That will kill the bees, won't it? How's it got a wither rose in there? Glass. Glass is what I need. Cool, good stuff. Let's do just one more. Good luck. And then put that away. And then maybe get some more sand on the smelt. We got Rebecca gifting a sub to Gendo Icario1. Thank you for gifting that sub, Rebecca. Appreciating your support as always. Appreciating it. You know that. Thank you so much. B room's directly above. Come on, up we go. Yeah, is that a very bad thing? Like, if there is a wither rose, it must have been killed by the wither. But the wither rose is placed. That's what's really weird. Do you know what we probably can get away with? We can probably get away with breeding a new one. And then just putting it in a jar, and I think the bee breeder will accept it. Now, anyway, I had a thought that I don't want to lose track of. We might be able to make an upgrade to make the breeding stuff faster here. And one of my hopes is that all of this bee activity is going to end up with not having loads of entities in the world like this before long. So heading back up here, let's see if we got any business done. We got a silver bee, very cool. Looks like it's close to doing another one. We're going to put in netherrack and gold, like that. But we're going to wait, you know, because we might as well get one more. Joe Lurch is here for 16 months. Thank you ever so much, my dude. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Can the wither bees do the same, says Jthess. Not sure, not sure. You can put 4 upgrades to the left, says Winnie. Aha. Aha. Those bees are resourceful. They can be upgraded. No, we didn't. Irons. Oh, right, I get it. Like, level. Breeder up. Wait, it's got a description. I'm also... Yeah, there you go. Also trying to keep an eye on that. So. Let's also add... upgrade on the end of it. So that's storage. Breeder adds additional breeders to the apiary breeder. Time. So this might mean you put it somewhere. Oops. Hang on. Let me show you. Like, I'm guessing a little, but oh yeah, I can do that as well. So apiary storage probably applies to those 4. Now, I'm not sure if that one would go in this one over here. It gives you a second row. So I can breed either faster with that or have multiple rows by the sounds of it. Interesting. And they both require these gold ones, which requires that one. Down the rabbit hole! Down the rabbit hole! How long will we be crafting for? It's time to go down the hole. Will we be here for hours, or maybe even days? Going down that rabbit hole again sure does make my day. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, it sure does make my day, the old rabbit hole, peeps. You ready for it? Mushroom chest. Where all these amazing chests come from? Actually, it might be kind of simple if it will just accept chests. I think I'm going to go with, instead of 2 rows, I'm just going to go with 4 of the speed upgrades for now. Aluminium. We're rocking some aluminium over there. Rightio. Okay, so we need chests. Lots and lots of chests. What version of the pack are you using? Whatever the one was when I installed it. Sorry, I can't be more specific. But I'm known around here as a derp. Okay. This is too many, isn't it? Probably. Oh, and then we've got to make... Oh, and then... So how many am I making it? I'm making 4 of those. Let's not go crazy with this. Let's just get 4 of them together. So I think that means I need, you know, 4 of these. Alright, 4 hoppers. Chests and honeycomb blocks. That seems to be a recurring theme here. 1, 2, 3, 4. How didn't I just make 4 hoppers? Like, how did I end up with more? Me no. Also no. Did I just make 4 of them? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Gold! Glorious gold! Which we are currently trying to make more of. Gotta use the wand. There we go. 4 of them. And that makes 4 of these. Once we make the clocks with the redstone and the gold and all the things and the Minecraft and the rabbit hole. Okay, there we are. Alright, so non-stackable. Oh no, I only made 4. Oh, you Wally. You Wally! I needed 12. Oh, that means... Oh, whatever. We'll make another Thor and then we've got 2 for now. Let's speed up the breed. Gotta speed the breed, peeps. Right, this next one is going faster. I like the look of that. Now, what have we got here? Netherite! Oh, wait a minute, that's what we're after. I looked at the colour of the bee and I was like, that's not what I want, but it's different. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is put it over here. Oh yeah, and this means that now we need netherrack. Because we need more of those. So that's how we did it before, redstone and lava. Ah! We'll do it that way then. We're not going to put the netherrack B in just yet. We're going to get our redstone. And we're gonna show him who's boss. That's what we're going to do. We're going to show him who's boss. I don't know who we're showing. Kazachi is raiding us. Thank you, Kazachi, for the raid. It is appreciated. Welcome all the raiders. We are doing the modded with the bees and the derpage. This is the derpage. The bees are all around me. What mod pack are you using, says Yellow? We're using Sky Bees. It's got sky, it's got bees, and mods. Right. Now, we got to grab our tools and utilize them correctly. With the infinity wand, the wand that never ends. And the hammer. We got the crushed netherrack. Going into the item user. So that will make us netherrack, right? Oh, I need some netherrack, me. Let's also get... oh, do you know what? I just realised something. Let's go back to the breeder, because now if we've got 2 netherite ones, I kind of don't need any more. I only need 2 of each time. We'll get an extra pair just in case I change my mind later. Maybe we'll try and make it a rule that we only get 4 bees each time, and then that is like a benchmark for how many we can have. So we get scraps before we get ingots. 25, that's pretty good. We just need 1 block, right? But we also need gold, and we're kind of lacking on gold at the moment. Okay, so inventory, unsurprisingly, is full again. It's never a surprise when that inventory is full, is it? Okay, here we go. Put that back away, please. Let's also do a little bit of cleanup here. We're no longer... might actually need some more of that. There's a few materials here I don't think I actually need. Okay. Get in there. Get smelted. Peeps, if you're enjoying the stream over here on the twitch.tv/xisuma, be sure to hit the follow button. You know? Not with your fist. Oh, don't you tell me you hit it with your fist. I know you're smarter than that. Right, I think we'll do another stack of crushed netherrack just to be on the safe side here. Welcome back, TBNR. Welcome back. Noise in the air. It's JDog0408 here with the Prime. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate that Prime subscription. Do we have any Babylon 5 fans with us today? I finished watching Season 2 now, and all I can say is... this show's great. Like, when I was talking to Wells, he kept telling me that the writing was really good. And now I got into the end of Season 2, I can really feel that. Like, the set design, you know, is limited. The special effects are very try-hard for the era, but I can tolerate them. They're poorly aged and dated, but like you can kind of feel the spirit of them. The acting is questionable in places. Luckily, its key characters are pretty like solid on screen, but like some of the dialogue is like quite poorly written, especially scenes which expand the amount of people on the screen. Usually, like they have to just sort of stand there and not say anything, and like it's got like this abundance of flaws around it. But what really shines is the story and the writing. And getting to the end of Season 2, it's just like, this is a really fascinating story. And I love all the positions and the way things are aligned and like how it's unfolding and gets you thinking about what's going to happen next. Really, really good writing. Really enjoying it. It also has one of the best space combat physics from the time it was made that really shined. MacG, it's interesting you would make a comment like that, because after watching something like The Expanse, as in this sort of like internet age of being able to watch all your edutainment on YouTube, listen to podcasts with physicists, and like get a way better understanding of what would actually happen in space. At no part in watching that show did I ever think that this was like, you know, a great demonstration of space at the time. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't, it's just like what we have now is so far beyond what we had then that it didn't even cross my mind. That's kind of fascinating. Okay, so we got to put in our netherite thing now. Yep, unlock it and then get ready for the next one, essentially. We also got some bees over here that we, the bee's knees, you know, the bee's knees. We'll put them over here. So this operation would have finished, and we get to think about what do we want to do next as well, which is kind of crazy. Got netherite, got aluminium. Winnie, I'm gonna let Winnie has been super helpful. All right, with all the suggestions in chat, and accurate, might I add. I appreciate your accuracy, Winnie. Okay. Who told me to make that railgun? Oh, Winnie wouldn't have told me to make the railgun. You get to pick. What do you think is best for our progression? What bee should I be hunting down next to put in the system? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, what bee are we doing next? We've got room in this system over here. We're going to introduce a new material to the area down below. And in order to do that, I think what I want to do is... If I actually... You know, I was thinking this was a bad idea earlier. It now makes sense to me. If I lock the whole thing, nothing new can come in. Alright, bit of a problem. But it means it just stays back here. And then it stays in the dimensional chest. So by opening the dimensional chest, I know I need to come down here and add something. Winnie says thanks. Thanks. The thanks bee. Winnie, we're making the thanks bee. Wait, there's no thanks bee, Winnie. Oh. Chat is waiting in suspense. Winnie's probably just thinking about it, like, you know, where I'm at, what do we need, that kind of thing. So, in theory, I think they've popped in and out a little bit already. Right, we've got some stuff backing up in... We have emeralds. We have emeralds. What did I... No, wait. Frequency 2. What? Hang on, what is going on? What is going on? Have I been pumping them into the wrong... I never changed it. I never put them... Right. They're going into whatever number 3 is. No, wait. No, I think I just made a boo-boo. I think I just made a big boo-boo. Oh, good God. Go back to 3. Wait. I can't remember. I need to write down what's what somewhere. I can't remember. Get your steel bee in the apiary and then make the gold bee. Hang on. Do you mean breed steel and gold together? What I meant was, what bee should we breed next, I guess. Oh my goodness me, but I've just messed everything up. This is the output. I was supposed to look at this one. Right, and this frequency is number 3. So when I locked this thing, it stopped accepting stuff coming in. That's really odd. No. Yeah. Extracts there and puts in the other side. Why would it do that? Because it's got emerald. No, emeralds is empty now. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm at a little bit of a loss here. They all have places to put these materials. They are going to be items in the pipe. Keep it blocked. I know what you mean. It will be in the pipe. There'll be an item in the pipe. Dang it. So the idea I just had won't work because of the nature of the pipe. So the netherite one's going to be in the pipe, right? Let's break it. There you go, netherite honeycomb. So I would have to come around here to the back, do that, and then set it all up again just to add one. Not so good, not so good that. That might just be the way I end up doing it though, really, because... Is there any way of changing that? Maybe if I use a different pipe there, like a different type of pipe, that might be the better way to proceed. Anyway, I think we're done with those tools for a second. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, immediately it fixes it. Just unlock one, draw and the item will go in. Yes, but then it will go back out again. Like, there's a good chance it will then disappear. And what I want to do is make sure that all of them are locked. It's just trying to figure out which one is less hassle, because both methods are like hassle at the moment. Right, so now we should have some netherite coming in for our centrifuge. The other thing that I needed was more gold, which I actually have. Okay, and oh, by the way, I think I might have goofed and sent loads of honeycombs into this bit. But maybe not. Maybe I sent it to the other centrifuge and got lucky. Okay. Well, that's not good. Neither is that. This thing down here is clearly still a big mess, but it is actually working. Okay. Time to clear this inventory out a little bit. And luckily for us, we can just drop stuff right in front of us now. See? Look, we're not disorganized. And we got a noise in the ear donation here from Curls of Doom. Saying, hello, no need to read this out. Okay, I'll read it to myself then. Aha! Thank you, my dude. I will fix that after stream. Appreciate it. I've always struggled with the spelling of that word. It just like... I don't know. I can't be bothered to explain it. But like, I just always type it the wrong way around. And when I correct myself, it just doesn't feel right. But it's wrong. Let's get this... oh, there's other sorts of upgrades. We want that. So we want 8 of those. And we need redstone. Okay, do that again. Do I also need flowers? I do. I put them away. Cool. Alright, so that, Winnie, what are we going to breed? What are we breeding next? It was your choice. Have you thought about starting refined storage or applied energistics? Yes, we want to work towards those, essentially. Energized iron bee. Ooh. Okay. When we add a new one, let's store it in here, grab some, then go down there. That's probably the way to do it. That's probably the method. Did you say energized steel or iron? I mean, we could just pick one at random. I don't know. Energized... It would have come up a second ago if there was one. And there isn't an energized steel bee. Blaze bee? Bronze? I don't know. I've got no idea what's going to be most important. Alright, Winnie's going to look. If I'd have known earlier, though, I would have moved like through this mod pack to this bit like way quicker. But that's a typical thing, right? Like you have to learn. So what I wanted to do was just grab some of that quickly. That's not giving me any extra health. Wait, that's netherite. But yeah, netherite. Not netherite. Or maybe I already picked it up and got the achievement. Also, maybe we've got something in here. Uranium? Do we want uranium bees? Probably not. This melody's so cool. I love it. Right, let's chuck away the stuff so it can go back in. Good, good. Hey, we've got a noise in the ear. It's Gingy Ale for 2 months. Thank you, Gingy. Appreciate your subscription there. Quartz enriched iron. Aha. That's apparently it. I think we might already have some of those. So quartz enriched iron B. The recipe of which it won't tell me. Oh wait, I've got to click there, haven't I? So iron and silicon. Iron and silicon. Got. Swap, need, trade. Yeah, maybe we haven't, because I haven't seen the... do you know what we've got to do? We've got to bring up all the bees to the same spot, and I just threw away my chest a second ago. Let's grab chests and bees. So I think we're probably done with this area down here now, right? Pigman bee. Steel bee, ender bee. Fine glowstone. Let's grab those 2. Yeah, this little... Here's the thing, though. We can, like, still use the space. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to check, like, the chests. Yeah, we can still use the space down here for stuff. And a lot of these bees are just going to end up living their entire existence now inside of a glass jar, essentially. Yeah, this is the other thing I need to do, right? Come in here. Did you see? I don't know if we've got coal going on up there, but I need to move all of these to one spot now. Take a couple of those. So anyway, silicon is the one we need to figure out. Let's go have a look. Silicon B. Certus quartz and nether quartz. I think we have both of those. Speaking of which, Certus quartz and... is it nether quartz? Fluix. Dust up in here. Basically, I'm going to bring all of them, aren't I? So that's what we'll be getting on top of. Let's put on an extra song. Shall we make this stream a little bit longer today, my friends? What do you say? Do you say you want more streamage? Chat says yes. I thought you might say that. I had this weird feeling that these people watching didn't want the stream to end. What a hunch. Oh, Detective X on the case. What a hunch. To the apiary. Then across over to here. Oh, I like that. That looks cool. Yeah, so we'll put another one up here and put all of our bees in it. Oh, not that though. Not that. Okay, and what are we thinking? What are we thinking? So it was Certus quartz and something else. Quartz enriched. Certus quartz, nether quartz, which we definitely have somewhere. Okay, I feel like I'm just focusing way too much. There we go, nether quartz. Oh, yeah, you know what? I only need one. One of each. Keep forgetting that. That means we need to go grab nether quartz and Certus quartz. We are not farming this. No, no, no. Right, let's... Certus quartz. It requires a Certus quartz crystal. Crushed... Okay, so... From Skystone, obviously. Skystone Dust. we have actually got that. Okay. Well, we've got a little thing to do. Alright, we're going to try and get this set up in the end of the stream here. So we actually have that dust, and it should be up the top, but it's not. Maybe it's around the corner. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Okay, it's looking up top. So I don't know how many of these we need. Let's do a stack at a time. We're going to need our tools down here again. It'll probably not take a lot. We'll probably get one stack and be good. Or maybe even less. Let's just do half a stack. Any new stuff in AE2 since 1.12 or just quartz get retextured? No idea, my dude. No idea. That is a texture, though, that we could use in building. Hey, it might be good to set up like a hopper thing like we got on that side over here. It seems like a smart idea. In fact, I could use this space here. Oh, give me 2 hoppers, and we got a deal. Hopper, hopper, hopper. Got 1. I need 1 more. Okay, check this out. So what we'll do is have the chest here. Hopper there. Hopper here. I mean, I'm hoping it works from the side. Yeah, there we go. So now we can farm it like that. Pretty cool. When I broke this stuff up a second ago, where did it go? Oh, I never broke it. Dang. Crushed Skystone. Uses. Sieves. Do we put it in a regular one or a netherite one? Iron. It's a netherite mesh. Kind of looks identical, right? We'll just put it in this side. Which I believe I've left on, yep. Okay, and all I need is that crystal, and that's a new item. So, yeah, I did not need a lot of that at all. We've got that. Where are these other items going, eh? Ooh. Let's double check what we need to breed. So, Certus quartz and nether quartz. Certus quartz right here with the old breeding. Okay, now we're breeding them together. We're not doing this. So for now, we just need a quartz crystal, not a sparkly darkly one. So we need a bunch of that. Is that thing done? I think it's done. So we've got a bunch of those. And the other type is quartz. Then we need a bunch of glass. We've got gold. Didn't I put in... I thought I put in a bunch of glass. There it is. Cool. Right, that'll do. Let's now head up to the apiary. This is so much easier with this bit here, though. That's what's amazing. So we got 1, we got 2, and these together make the silicon one. So we only need 1 silicon, but I think we should always make a pair because later on we're going to want to make like more of the stuff. So we'll actually this time just put in the right amount of materials, and that'll get done pretty quickly, which is cool. Alright, so now let's check the status of this. Yeah, I think we're actually... Did I change something up here? I think we're good to just... Hang on, what is going on here? Frequency 4. Oh yeah, I'm running an experiment, that's what I'm doing. Which I no longer need to conduct. Okay, so I need to put those ones in manually. I started to meditate recently. Any tips on making it a habit? You said it yourself, make it a habit, right? So you just got to pick a part of your day, like first thing when you wake up or whatever, you know? And then you can start to turn it into a habit. I think the reason I changed the thing at the end there is because I just lost track of what I was doing. When we add something new, we change this so we can put it in manually, but we're not adding something new. We're focusing on breeding. And we've got our first one over here. Oh, it's so much easier doing it that way, isn't it? So then we're going to have silicon, and if I remember correctly, it will be iron, which I can just fish out now and get ready for. Although, we then have to get silicon. So where do we get silicon from? So there appears to be two types. Have we got any of these? Nether quartz dust. Apparently nether quartz dust. I'm pretty sure we got like one of these. Quartz grindstone can make it. I think there's something that we'll have that will make this easy. Let's think about it again. Okay, so we need that, and we... Oh, thanks. Cheers. Is that the last of my... No, it's because I used two a second ago. Right. Got it. Put the silicon bee into the apiary, you will get some quickly. Okay, let's check it out. Because we could potentially put in something else. So it likes a block of quartz, the old silicon bee. And what about this one then? Okay, yeah, I think I'm just going to make that then. So we'll get that one in. And we'll get this one in. Very good. Iron and silicon, yep. Dang, we're rocking it over here. We're doing alright. Whoa! No, we're not. We're doing derps. Okay, let's travel to the apiary, where we should now have our second one. Okay. Good stuff. So we can take these out. We should have a pair of both of those. Maybe not the nether quartz, we'll see. But anyway, in goes iron, which I did not collect the thing for. Okay, so we need 2 iron ingots. At the end of this stream, we have gotten into a little bit of a groove with being productive, which is cool. I like it. We're on a roll. Is iron silicon? It hasn't started. No, I'm being an idiot. Am I being an idiot? We're trying to make that. No, it's iron and silicon for quartz enriched. Silicon, iron. I'm not sure what I've done wrong there, peeps. Is it the right type of silicon? I bet that's... Hang on. Wasn't this just like put it in there and make that type? There you go. Gotcha! Modded Minecraft. Trying to trip me up with your silly rules. How many types have we got in there? Because we've only got 2 away over here at the moment. It feels like there should be more. So we're going to put in nether quartz and Certus quartz next. Looking for a Certus. It might be in here that we have another one. Yep. And I need another nether quartz. Of course I do. I might actually... I'm going to skip the nether quartz because aren't we farming it somewhere else? I think we're farming it somewhere else. Does that stuff downgrade? It doesn't downgrade back into that. Okay, let's just do the one. Right, so now what I have to do when we add one is change the number here to 4. Okay, this is how we're going to roll. Change that, we come over here. Okay, watch out, bees. Good. Gonna put 1 in, gonna import, gonna unlock. Second one's gonna be ready to follow. We are trying to make the quartz enriched over here, remember? Which means we'll have to make that. Let's add it to our list. We got one of these quartz. Oh, we might have already made some of that stuff. Come on. Come on. Bam. Good stuff. Right, they're all rocking and having a good time in there. Amazing. That means we'll get new stuff in. That's weird. That's the thing with... Oh, it's because I can see what... It's a dimensional chest. It's the one from the other side. Totally threw me off. There's the second one. It just came in a moment later. Right. Do we have quartz enriched iron? This is your suggestion, Winnie. Do we have it already? We do, and enough to make a block. Which is awesome! Tell me how awesome that is. That is amazing. We're adding 2 extra bees right here at the end. That's so good. And I don't know how many more we can fit into here. Right, so that's the last one I've got to do next. Very, very good. I like the pattern so far, but it's going to get broken up as we put one over here. And then we're waiting on that one. Ticks left. Wait, is it quartz bee? Oh, okay. Right, yeah, I made a mistake there with the previous one. Can that one go in yet? Now it can. Sweet, we did it! So over here, we're waiting on 2 new materials to come through. Interestingly, neither of them have come through yet. Sort of not what I was expecting. Right, we're going to go back down to the base. Get a little more sand going over here. And then pick up some bees. Okay, that room's empty. So that one I can actually see. I don't need to go in. Take these. Take those. Oh, the inventory might be struggling now. Dang, yo, so many bees up in here. Whew. There it is. So where are those other ones that I left floating down here? Are they in this room? Okay, we got them. Okay, now in here we'll do things slightly different and just put them in there. And that's it. Oh no, it's not. We've got 3 more. Cool. Now that's less entities in our world, big time. And there's more of this that we can do. We can get them just all shoved into jars up here. Which is not a great way to treat them, but it is what it is. Right. We should see, yep, we got the Certus coming in, and then we need the next one along, which will probably take a moment longer. I need to work up a bit of an appetite here, don't I? Ah! Oh, that'll help. That'll help with the old appetite, won't it? Oh, again. Right, so now I can eat this. Come on, no extra hearts. I feel like I deserve an extra heart. So what we got to do when we add extra ones into the system is do that. Let's tidy up this inventory a little bit while we can. What we got there? A sand bee? Let's go ahead and just plop that into here. That's another resource I probably want to get farming properly again. Got an empty jar there. Okay, we're just waiting on the next resource to come in. I think. I think, therefore, I am. Oh, 20 is the max, says Quirty Boy, basically. Okay. That is not the new resource, but that is. So we got Certus twice. We haven't got... Am I being a dirt quartz enriched iron? I've goofed. I left one of them locked. Maybe that's why. Waiting on that quartz enriched iron we are. That busy bee's doing its thing. I tried to tell you! X, if you'll be getting into AE2, you should start growing pure crystals in water. They take like 12 hours. Ah, for real? Like, they're just going to add a 12-hour block in the game. I mean, I could do it at the end of a stream and then leave the world AFK, but even that's a bit of a pain. They're literally just put in a 12-hour waiting period. Here we go, here we go. Right, another one. And I didn't see a quest thing for that, which is kind of annoying. Sort of. Not really annoying, but you know. Okay, up you go. Now, when I go back over here, what we're going to do is now change this one back, because both of those now have a place inside of here. So when we go back to 3, those I guess are all left in 4 for a second. Which is fine. We go up here, we just tap them in. Right, and then this thing probably is really going to need an upgrade because, well, actually, we don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got to back up a lapis. Ender is backing up. It's not keeping on top of it. Some of them it is, but overall, I think you can see, yeah, like, there's just ones that are developing a large build-up. So the thing is, every time more stuff comes into the system, these numbers can tick up. And I imagine what happens is there's like growing deposits of certain types, and then if it gets lucky and switches over it, then sends forever, getting those ones down, and then another one starts to build up. So we need to upgrade this, which means we want to get our netherite one going. And if I grab that, I can do it manually actually. We can make sure that we're getting netherite in the system. So I will do that now. Cool. Quick trip. Well, let's just check something. Okay, yeah, it's definitely done some of that. So, quick trip back over here. We should see 27 netherite ingots. It's working, my friends. It's working. Dang. I need to check up on this stuff as well and just make sure nothing starts to excessively spread around because we've got to do our upgrades. We'll probably do that soon. So, yeah, we're on track. We're really on track. We're doing well. We've got to keep focused and keep progressing. But I'm going to AFK in the world. That's the point I was going to make at the end of the stream. And it is! Oh, it's the end of the live stream. What a transition. Peeps, thank you ever so much for tuning in today. Be sure to hit the follow button if you enjoyed it. And we'll go do a raid. Massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support here on the Twitch. .tv/the We're going to go raid Music Man today, who's participating in COTC on the weekend. Thank you to all of my patrons as well, and thank you to everyone who gifted a sub. Always appreciating that community support. You can now hit the raid button in chat, so hit the follow button, hit the raid button, and I'll see you all soon. Take care, bye-bye.